I'm audible.
Okay, you
Hello.
can
Hi,
start.
Rohan. I'm Omkar.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Omkar. Yeah. Good
Uh,
evening.
good evening, yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have gone through your resume, but so directly we can start the interview, or you want some like 5 minutes breakup and all?
No,
Hmm?
no, we can start.
Okay, okay. So I will just first introduce myself. I'm Omkar Gadre. I'm currently working as a project engineer in CDAC itself. I'm also passed out
Okay.
of IACSD, March 2023 batch. So
Mhm.
uh, me and Aniket, we are taking a mock interview. And the very first question which I would like to ask you is, introduce yourself. Like we should cover your technical as well as your non-tech. Like I should get a brief idea about you. Also, tell
Okay.
me your 10, 12 percentage, your engineering. What have you done after your engineering? Why you choose DT's course, and which field you have an interest.
Okay. Sure. Thanks a lot for introduction, Omkar. My name is
Yeah.
Rohan Bharate. I completed my bachelor's in electronics and telecommunication from PCT and MIT from 2021 batch. Thereafter, I got a campus placement in Newfold Digital, and my role was web solution specialist. There I worked for 6 months, and after that, to switch a role. Um, Basically, I was giving the entrance exam also, so I got selected in that Army SSB interview. But my left hand was fractured, so I got medically out from SSB interview. And after that, I decided to join an IT field. So there, I got to know about the CDAC, and basically, I had interest in the DevOps and like low coding field, which is like more inclined towards cybersecurity. So I decided to join the PGCP course from CDAC, and
Okay.
then I'd like to mention my academics also. In 10th, I have 85 percentage. In 12th, I have 65 percentage, and in graduation, I have 78 percentage. And in details for CCE, I have 68 percentage. Yeah, that's my overall, yeah,
That's
introduction.
good.
Yeah.
You got recommended for the which entry?
SSB, Indian Army.
The entry was
It's
which entry?
Sub-Service Commission, SSC.
SSC Tech
Yeah,
61,
yeah,
62,
yes, yes, 61.
61, 61.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah. Even like I am also in repeater, and
Oh,
recently I have also got recommended for the Navy, but I'm waiting for the merit and all.
okay, that's great.
Yeah. So you are in the repeater itself.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. है ना? So like you have so why did you change a role? Like you were already working in corporate now. So
Yeah, but it was, I joined at the time of COVID. So the
mhm.
initial conversation between us and the TNP was that they were going to set up, the company is situated in Navi Mumbai. So they decided
Okay.
when the first wave is over, they'll set up an office in Pune. But
Okay.
like after
Mhm.
working, they didn't like they had different plans, so they canceled that plans. And like
Mhm.
the role was like monotonous. Like I was managing the web, GoDaddy and host getting servers also. So
Okay. Okay.
nothing too much technical in that. So that's why I decided to switch
Mhm.
my field and in between
Okay.
SSC
Okay.
Tech also. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you also mentioned like you have done merchant navy training. So
Yes,
you're
yes, yes.
you're
Yeah.
serving there also.
No, no, no. Merchant Navy training was Ocean Cadet Academy. It was
Okay.
at the time
Mhm.
of my schooling. So
Okay. Okay.
basically, my
Mhm.
family background is fully from defense. My
Okay. Okay.
grandfather is serving, has served Indian Air Force, and my
Okay.
mama is
Okay.
also in Navy. So I had that
Okay. Okay.
influence.
So
Yeah.
that's good. So now you want to come in cybersecurity field,
Yes, yes.
right? And
Yeah.
I've also gone through your project. In that project,
Yeah.
you have used the snot. So why have you used snot?
SNOT is basically IDS tool. It is intrusion
Right?
detection tool. Yes,
Right?
intrusion detection system tool. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, if anything can say attack is happening or any suspicious activities going to take on your web server or website. So it is a
Okay.
tool that gives you an alert. So it is not a prevention tool, it is a detection tool. So basically it detects and gives you an alert.
So there are types of like there are anomaly based also ideas, right? Define the anomaly
Yeah,
based.
anomaly based ideas. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two types, right? So anomaly based
Right.
is like generally like if we don't know about that attack,
Hmm.
so it's so with the help of machine learning and statistics, the system trains itself and detects the attack.
Okay. And
Am I right?
in
Yeah, for the anomaly based.
yeah, yeah. You have to check the definition also, like what happens
Mhm,
when it's anomaly and all. And
mhm,
like in your project, you have basically, I'm just going through your report also. So
mhm.
in your project, have you done the pen testing on your website also? And you have secured your project, right?
Yeah, like pen testing from which tool you are asking?
Uh, like you have built an web application which you have deployed,
Yeah, correct.
right? With the CI/CD
Yes, yes,
pipeline, you
yes,
have used DevOps, you have
yes,
used. So website which
yes,
you have
yes,
deployed, like it was a
yes.
secure, or did you find some vulnerability, or did you also do some pen testing and all for the your
No,
website itself?
we haven't done. No, no, we have not done pen testing for that. Like,
Okay, and the website which you have used, have you built it on your own, or yeah, have you taken it from the Git itself?
no, no, we
Hmm?
have like we have referred the HTML code, and in that we have done the modification from ourselves.
Okay, okay. So this is
Yeah,
basically a
it's a
frame
static
which you have
website.
taken, static
Yes,
website,
yes,
right?
yes.
And
Correct.
in Jenkins, how do I have made communication between Git and Jenkins?
Git and Jenkins, basically to
Right.
communicate between Git and Jenkins, we have to
Uh,
establish an webhook. Yes,
Webhook, right, right. Hmm.
yes, yes, yes.
And like in the Git, you have written, sorry, in Jenkins, you have written the pipeline code.
Yes,
In that
pipeline
pipeline code,
syntax.
if I am seeing the user conditions, you might have given the Docker and all. So this
Yes,
user
yes, yes.
credentials are encrypted one or in plain text.
Uh, it's it's in plain text, I guess.
Okay, okay, okay. So basically, my project was also the same. What we did basically
Mhm,
in our pipeline,
mhm,
we see the username and
mhm.
password also, right? So we created an encrypted form for that in
Okay,
pipeline. So in the code, if we give, so it was not visible.
okay,
There is an option in the Jenkins itself.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
We wasn't, we were
Acharya
not
sir might have told you.
aware of. No,
Acharya sir. Okay, okay.
no, no.
And you have also used Ansible. Why Ansible is used?
Ansible
Hmm.
is like automation tool. Like basically, using that, we have launched an AWS EC2 instance,
Hmm.
and with the help of that, like, uh, just a second.
Right.
Ansible is an automation tool. Yes, 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 correct. Uh,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Through
It is
Terraform,
an
we have launched
automation tool.
the AWS EC2 instance, and
Okay.
Ansible, we have installed the Apache 2 web server and all that. Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Why Ansible is used? Like in data center approach, if I have the large number of instances, why Ansible is used?
Like, uh, if you have
Hmm?
like multiple machines and you cannot
Yeah.
do installation of like
Hmm.
various softwares or set up manually one by one, so for that, Ansible
Right.
tool is discovered, so we can automate the
Uh,
process.
Automate the process, right? Basically, it is like even in our data center, it has been used now. So, like
Yeah,
if we want to configure any similar thing on all the instances, all the VMs,
correct,
so we use the Ansible tool.
correct, correct. Yeah.
And what is Terraform uses which kind of language?
Terraform, just a
Hmm?
second. It's YML. Its full form is yet another markup language. So it's YML
Okay.
language based. Yeah.
Uh, okay. And what is HashiCorp? HashiCorp configuration language?
HashiCorp is mm, HashiCorp. Yes, sir. It's they have their own language
Hmm?
for which YML is for Ansible and HashiCorp is for the Terraform. Like they have
Yeah.
invented the Terraform. Yes,
HCL, HashiCorp
yes, yes.
configuration language.
HashiCorp limit. Yes,
Uh,
configuration.
so,
Correct.
so tell me only one line difference between Terraform and Ansible. A simple line of difference, not too much. A single word would
Oh,
also make clear. Terraform and Ansible.
Terraform is
Hmm.
IAC, infrastructure as code, and Ansible is automation.
Okay, right. It is for deployment and it is for the configuration,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. And I've just open your report also. Yeah. Hmm. So Terraform, you have also configured Terraform also. So Terraform was covered in the
Yeah.
class itself, or you learned it from your own?
Basically, sir gave us like final task in which
Hmm.
sir told us to do R&D. and by
Okay.
referring
Hmm.
medium and all that, so we ourselves got to know. Like I have got to know two ways also. Like one way we can install AWS CLI also, and with integrating it on Visual Studio Code, we can write the script and launch Terraform. And
Hmm.
second way is on our local machine, we can form the .tf extension files like variables.tf, main.tfs, and providers.tf, and we can mention the like all that we require for the instances like provider key, provider,
Okay.
our region AP South one, secret key access key through which we can launch.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. There is a TF state and TF var file also.
yeah.
What is that?
Uh,
TF vars and
TF
TF
state
state
is yeah. Uh, yeah, that files. Difference is like in that we have
or definition like.
done the configuration
Hmm.
definition. Sorry for that. Like we have mentioned the like our like uh, AMI
Hmm.
ID providers and
Hmm.
all that configuration for it. Yes.
Okay. And how do you have installed Snot? Did you follow all the steps?
Yeah, we
Hmm?
are referring like our NDC steps and like
All
all
that particular
the
13, 50
rules.
steps, I think. All the dependencies
Yes,
and
yes,
all.
yes. All the rules are dependency. Yeah, by
Have,
referring
have you
to
just tried sudo
NDC.
apt-get install Snot? Did you try?
No, no, no.
You can try also that. Sudo apt-get install Snot.
Okay,
It will install the Snot also.
okay,
No need of dependencies.
okay.
Uh, so even when we did our practical, we were also told to follow all the dependencies and all. 13,
Mhm.
15 dependencies are there, no? That we have to install and then we have
Yes, yes.
to give
Correct.
configuration. Instead of directly you
Yeah,
can
correct.
install Snot also.
Okay.
That is
But
there
you
on the
sir told
references.
us like
Hmm.
using all the dependency. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And details you have taken for the cyber security. Now, can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
me the difference between the XMAS scan and the half scan and full scan? There is a difference between half scan and the full scan. Also, the commands for
Oh,
the same.
yeah. X for scan, yes, correct. So,
XMAS scan, half scan, full scan.
yes, I know that. Xmas scan basically comes under like what we say. It is stealth mode scan. So without knowing the end user that someone is scanning on that and using that
Hmm?
command, we use Xmas scan. And
Huh?
another is idle scan also. So that's
Hmm?
one stealth command. And
Huh?
half scan, full scan, I know that. Just a
Hmm?
second, I'm able to recall.
In XMAS
In
scan
half
itself,
scan,
what? Just a minute. In XMAS
hmm,
scan, what type of flags are there? Like in
yes,
TCP header, we have a TCP header. In that,
correct,
what
correct.
flags it
Uh,
uses?
correct.
Hmm?
Sin flag is there.
No, no. I'm talking about the XMAS scan itself.
Xmas scan में now.
Hmm.
Uh, I have read that.
It
Yes,
uses three flags:
correct.
push, urgent, and fin.
Yes, push urgent and fin scan. Yes.
Hmm.
Finish. Push
Hmm.
is like push and third one what we talked about.
Urgent.
Yes,
How
urgent.
many flags are
Yes,
there
correct.
in TCP?
Three.
How many flags are there?
For TCP scan,
Yeah,
TCP scan flags mm,
flags in TCP.
number. mm,
Number also, or even the definition.
Sin flag, acknowledge flag, and all dot flags. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. How many flags? Like,
Number number याद नहीं आ रहा मेरे को like actually, but
hmm.
like all those flags comes into that. Yeah.
Fin,
ICMP,
hack,
like
finish,
all that.
urgent, reset,
Yes,
push.
correct. You said
Yeah. Okay. And the difference of half scan and full scan.
half scan and full scan is in half scan, I guess.
Hmm.
Uh, sudo is not required, I guess.
Sudo.
Yeah, something like that. Sarah has told.
Check like half scan and what happens in the full scan basically. Even there is a command for that. I think if I'm not wrong, hyphen T S is for full scan, hyphen T is for half scan. I think that you need to check basically command.
Okay,
Hmm?
I need to check that. Yeah, correct.
And you can
Uh,
like half scan basically is like it only sending the scene scan. For example, if I want to have an information about an Rohan, okay,
Hmm.
Now I can have the information by the whole. That is, I will only send you the SYN packet, but I will not acknowledge it.
Oh,
SYN app.
yes, yes,
Okay.
correct. The
So that is an
process
half
will
scan.
not,
Yeah,
complete
it will not
handshake will not
connected.
happen.
Right.
Correct.
Complete handshake will not happen in the half
Will
scan.
not occur. Yeah, I'm able to. Correct. Yeah.
Understood? Na?
In
Yeah.
full scan, the acknowledge will
Uh, uh,
happen. Yes, correct.
uh, uh. So it is like capturing and uh, reconnaissance step basically, na? Capturing an
Yeah,
information. While
information
full scan
capturing.
gives the full information,
Okay, yes, correct, correct.
right? Hai na?
Uh,
And there are other types of scan also. Can you name that? Zombie scan.
yes,
Hmm?
zombie scan. Uh,
Hmm?
Basically, it's
Hmm?
also like what we say stealth scan, but for that we need like
Hmm?
third party installation.
Third party
So
installation. Okay.
yeah,
Spoof. Have you done the practical of spoofing?
spoofing. Yes,
Uh,
spoofing, brute force
uh,
attack. Yeah. SQL
hmm,
injection, correct.
hmm,
Yeah,
hmm. That is kind of read about this scan and all, na? Because you have mentioned
yes,
cybersecurity, na? It will be like good
correct.
if you know the scans and map and all, na?
I was
The manual page is there.
difference.
It will give you everything,
Correct.
right? Hai na? Yeah. And have you done the Metasploit also? Metasploit practical?
Yes.
In that,
Metasploit.
you have experience in
For Windows
vulnerability.
XP.
Hmm?
For the Windows XP, I done that. Yes,
So what was the
from
vulnerability?
using vulnerability.
Hmm?
Like we can choose from the system. Like once it gets into listening mode, we can
Hmm?
execute. Like we can choose. Like we want webcam. We want key logging attack. So there are a
Key
number of
logging.
attacks.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yes,
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 yes.
key logging. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
And
in
what is
XP, when we
uh,
type the username and password, we'll get the details into
yeah,
Kali Linux. Yeah.
yeah, you will get all the information.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, Metasploit is basically a framework. And
Yeah.
in security itself, like you have also read about the different types of attacks. So what is cross-site scripting? CSS.
Cross-site scripting.
And also
Okay.
also tell me the way to prevent it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cross-site scripting. It is basically
Uh,
XSS.
hmm.
So cross-site
Hmm.
scripting is like the three types
Hmm.
of scripting, I guess. Like
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one
The
is
three
like
types of. Hmm.
uh, uh, first is like stored inside a link.
Hmm.
Uh, the vulnerability is stored inside a link, and it is
Okay.
encapsulated that. And
Uh,
second is like it is stored on the server,
hmm.
and third is like DOM based.
DOM. What is the full form of
Yeah,
DOM?
DOM.
So
DOM
first you
based.
mentioned reflected XSS, na? I think.
Yes, correct.
So what is the way of working of reflected XSS?
Way of working reflected accesses.
And also stored. What happens in reflected? What happens in stored?
Yeah, reflected is like
The DOM stands for domain object model, basically.
yeah, I was not able to recall the full form.
Yeah. Hmm. In reflected, what happens?
Direct,
In store, what happens?
yeah, in reflected accesses, like
Hmm?
it is stored in the link, but it doesn't get downloaded. And
Hmm?
mm,
In store, basically, the malicious script, it comes from the website database. While in reflected, it comes from
yeah,
the HTTP request.
okay.
And DOM, which you have said, the vulnerability as which at which side? It is at server side or it is at client side? Hmm?
Uh, DOM based,
Hmm? The
it is
vulnerability exists at client side or at the server side?
it's like
Hmm?
it is basically client side, I guess.
Yeah, client side.
Yeah.
And how can we prevent excesses?
Oh, accesses. Like, we can use HTTPS.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Hmm?
we can use firewalls. We can use
Which one? Which firewalls?
uh, PFSense, OSEC.
Web application, right? Web application
Yeah,
firewall, WAF. In every data center,
yeah.
we have two kinds of firewall. We have a firewall for the network, right? And we
Mhm.
also have a firewall for the web application, basically web application firewall,
Okay, yeah.
right?
Application
Can you
based
name some companies in the
and
firewall?
companies in firewall.
Yeah.
Mm,
What are the famous companies? Like, have you heard about Gartner report? Hmm?
sorry, Gafna.
Gartner report? Gartner report?
Yeah, Gartner. Yes, Gartner. Yes,
Yeah.
Gartner report.
So,
Yes, they
so
give
it,
they basically
hmm,
give quadrant reports, correct? Which
yeah,
is important
every quadrant.
quadrant. Yeah, yeah. Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
And some companies of firewall. You have any idea?
Uh, Alien Vault.
Companies of firewall, like in market, what type of firewalls are trending now?
Currently,
Firewall like Fortinet firewalls, we have Palo Alto, we have.
okay.
Hmm?
Palo Alto Networks, Sentinel one or
Sentinel,
what we say.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, have you also read about data center?
Data
Or forget a
centers.
data center. Like in network, we have two kinds of traffic: north, south, and east, west. Right?
Yeah.
Can you define them? North, south traffic and east, west traffic.
North, south, and east, west.
Traffic
No, I have
in
not
network
like
basically.
deep many
Hmm.
like north, south, and east.
Okay, okay. So north, south basically, if I talk about a data center, east, west traffic
Mm-hmm.
is within the data center, management traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And north, south traffic is outside of data center.
Okay.
Okay,
North,
read
south is
about it.
for
It's
outside. Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, like when I'm going out for, or a user is basically accessing a data center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that application is in this particular data center. So user when he is accessing, he will come from the north south side. Basically, it's a north south traffic.
Okay.
But if that
Okay.
application requires an reach to database,
Mm-hmm.
so database and application both are at the same point data center. So that is an east west
Okay.
traffic. So
Okay.
the user will not be able to access the database. He will only be able to access
Okay.
database with the help of application. An
Okay.
application will make a query. So you have a segregation
Okay.
of traffic, north, south, and east, west,
Okay.
a data center point.
Okay.
So
Okay. Good.
it is basically segregated at the firewall level itself.
Okay.
Okay. You have an
Mm-hmm.
interview at CDAC Pune also, like tomorrow. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I think.
Uh,
Mhm.
7 days presentation. 20 is interviews for Sirac.
At CDAC Pune itself.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Like
okay, okay,
in
okay.
hotel management center.
Okay, that's good. CDAC Pune, it's also good. We have a very good project at Delhi itself. I think they are hiring for the same. You know?
Okay. Like they have
Uh,
not like provided the list, like shortlisting list. It will be provided like maybe after tomorrow. Yes.
okay, okay, no issue. You know? Where I was at a firewall level. Na? Okay. Now let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
something IPsec VPN. Okay.
Okay.
So why
IPsec
IPsec VPN is
VPN.
used? What is VPN first?
VPS is virtual private networking.
Okay.
It is basically for the secure network. When like I was in the earlier company, I was using
Hmm.
the VMware VPN. In
Okay.
that, like it
What type of VPN
connects
it was? It was an uh, what type of VPN it was? Hmm? Full VPN, half
means.
VPN. In your company, you might have been using VPN to connect your company resources.
Mhm.
So it was a full VPN or an half VPN.
It was
Hmm?
full VPN, I guess.
Why? Hmm?
Mm, like it was also having like multi-factor authentication, and through which I was able to access all the
No, no, no.
resources.
There are two kinds of VPN. The Manu sir might have told you on the blackboard itself.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. I'll
Hmm.
explain that. Yeah, correct. Uh, full VPN and half VPN. In full
Yeah.
VPN, like
Hmm.
the traffic, if we have yatra.com website and the company
Hmm.
server resources, so the
Okay.
full VPN first will go to the configured network through VPN, and then
Hmm.
after it will go to the yatra.com. And in half VPN, if you want to access yatra.com, the
Hmm.
traffic will directly from the internet go to yatra.com. And if you wanted the
Yeah.
company network, it will
Hmm.
directly go to your company network resources. That's half VPN.
So in your earlier company, it was a full VPN or a half VPN.
Half VPN.
Right. Enough.
Yeah, because I was not
And
able to access other website. Yeah,
other website also. That is correct. When you are
correct.
even
Yeah,
accessing your
YouTube
company
was
website,
blocked, and yeah, correct.
some
Other
some
things were
some sites might have been blocked. That is a security issue, but
correct.
you will also able to access the other sites,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
And
yes, yes.
yeah, so basically the HRMS portal is being used, है ना, of
Mm-hmm.
company, and other websites are open to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like what is IPsec VPN? In that we have two kinds of mode. What are that? What are they?
IPsec VPN.
Hmm.
Mm,
We have two
yes,
kinds of mode in that.
tunnel mode and transport mode.
And what difference? Tell me the packet level
Uh,
difference, not the definition.
correct, correct. Mm.
Hmm.
In the tunnel mode,
Hmm.
the we have the front header is encapsulated. We have one more packet,
Hmm.
and in the transport mode, like IP header is like open, like it is vulnerable. The previous part is
Vulnerable.
only yes,
Hmm.
encapsulated. Yeah, it's not secure. So between two PCs, if you want to communicate, we use transport
Hmm.
mode, and between like two switch or hub, if you want to communicate,
Uh,
so we use tunnel mode.
okay. Where the original IP header is restored in transport mode or in tunnel mode?
Where original IP is restored.
IP header is
In,
restored. Like IP header is not changed basically. In transport mode or in tunnel mode. Hmm?
in transport mode.
Right. You itself
Yeah,
have given the answer earlier.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and what are the three protocols which are used in IPsec?
Protocols.
Three
Mm,
protocols are there, I think. And it will be also good, like if you can tell me the 6 messages of how an IPsec is formed. Hmm?
six messages.
Three protocols and the messages. Okay, the three protocols are authentication header, ESP, IKE,
eh, PSS, ESP, authentication header, and IP. Yeah. Full form would you?
IKE,
Yes.
indirect key exchange, encapsulation security payload, ESP, authentication header,
Yes,
AS.
yes. I have drawn that diagram, but yeah, full form. Yeah, yeah.
Right, right, right.
Correct. Yeah.
And what are the
ESP
six
on the like right hand side, rightmost side, and after that, like
at the
IP
end
header
side basically?
in
Hmm.
yes inside, and in
Hmm.
front side it is like IP header.
Okay, and what are the two modes of IPsec?
Two
Hmm.
modes.
Main mode, aggressive mode.
नहीं वो नहीं पड़ा था.
Okay, okay, no issue. And messages also you might have not known. Six, there are 6 messages basically
नहीं वो
in the
cover
IPsec.
नहीं किया
Like
था.
if for example, if I'm forming an IPsec between two firewalls, one is
Hmm.
at Pune, one is at Delhi, right? So there will be 6 messages which will be transferred. Message 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 are for
Hmm.
the basically I think key exchange. 3 and 4 is for the authentication. 5 and 6 for the parameter and encryption algorithm.
Okay.
These all
नहीं नहीं
if 1 to 6
ये
messages are there. These all parameters
ये
are
नहीं cover किया.
exchanged. And once
हाँ.
these messages are like these messages completes, then only IPsec VPN is established.
Okay. Okay. Got
A
it.
good
Six messages.
YouTube video is there. You can even watch six
Hmm.
messages. It's a very good concept, huh?
Hmm.
One,
Okay.
two, three, 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2 is for exchange,
Okay.
key exchange. 3 and 4 is for authentication. 5 and 6 is for security parameters and all.
Hmm.
Then, okay,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
um, you might have also studied the routers, switches, and all. So,
Yeah. Correct.
what router and switch difference you might be doing?
So it's just like connecting like
Hmm.
multiple LANs together, and like
Huh?
router is like
Hmm.
for it's for the addressing purposes, like choose
What is
which
an ARP?
IP address.
ARP,
Sorry.
and it is at which layer? ARP, ARP.
Yeah. Okay. It is
Okay,
address resolution protocol. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, and at which layer it is? Of
Address
OSI
resolution.
model?
It is uh,
Hmm?
network layer or data link layer. I guess.
No, 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 it is a layer two protocol data.
Okay.
And what is layer three protocol?
Layer two,
Network layer?
layer three, network layers.
Hmm?
Yeah. Network layer protocols.
Ah,
Network layer में like uh,
hmm?
ICMP.
ICMP, IP, right?
Yeah.
IP also we have
Yes.
IPv4, IPv6,
Yeah. IPv4,
all your
IPv6,
routing
ICMP.
algorithms. In
Correct.
OSPF, what is an what we say that AD? What is
It
the AD
is
of OSPF?
administrative distance.
And what does it tell? Higher the AD
Administrative
or lower the AD?
distance.
What is the definition of that?
yeah, if higher the AD, it will give preference to that,
Okay.
and yeah, lower the AD. So like higher the
Are you sure?
administrative distance, uh, I guess
Huh?
it's mm,
Yeah.
the way around. कम AD रहेगा तो
Check.
it will get first preference, I guess. लिखा है मैंने. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it's
Check.
because
Check है ना?
OSPF
Hmm.
it is based on area, na? So area zero is the backbone. So
हाँ
it
हाँ हाँ.
uses administrative distance for
Okay. Uh,
prioritizing.
have you also read about
Rohan,
BGP?
Yeah, yeah.
Rohan,
Yeah.
Ah, yes,
हाँ
Aniket.
uh,
Niket.
I want to know why area 0 is called as a backbone area. What is the reason
Because
behind it?
all yes, yes, because all other areas are connected to area zero, so that's why it is called like a backbone area.
Have you heard the concept of NAT?
Yes, network address translation. Yeah.
What is it?
Basically, there are two types of NAT, static NAT, dynamic NAT, and to give definition of NAT, it converts the private IP to public IP, so it is translation from private IP to public IP translation.
Mm. And types
अच्छा,
of
tell
NAT?
me in this way, like
Types
if
of
I
NAT
want to,
is yeah,
hello, yeah, continue.
yeah, static NAT and dynamic NAT. In static NAT, like we have to like give like particularly assign for that IP, and in dynamic NAT, it is basically a range of pool of IP addresses. From that, it chooses dynamically.
There is one more type
Pool
that is NATPAT. Have you heard?
port addresses.
It is yes, yes. It is like NAT overloading, I guess.
Hmm.
What is the difference
Yeah,
between dynamic NAT and NATPAT?
NATPad deeply, and we know that like it's overloading. The difference, I'll look into
Okay, Omkar, you can continue.
it.
अच्छा, I will give you a scenario like
Mhm,
if you are in a data center and there is a
mhm,
communication between two networks, A network and B
mhm,
network, right?
mhm,
And how will you troubleshoot? The communication is not happening from A to B. What will be your troubleshooting
mhm,
steps? Tell me in detail, like how will you approach? Basically, you are a network troubleshooter and you have to
mhm.
troubleshoot that. How will you approach? Hmm?
Okay. Between A point and B point, now.
Yeah, tell me in technical way. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
For troubleshooting. mm, Firstly, I'll check
Hmm.
like what are the IP address and what is the range, and like I have like recent scenario that in lab, so adjacent lab was not getting the IP and connection because like the range was limited,
Okay.
DHCP range. So
Hmm.
that might be the issue, the range, IP range.
Hmm.
Second one is that
No. My question is like there is a computer with an IP address of XXXXX,
mhm,
another computer at another location at IP address of YYYYY, and they are not able
mhm.
to communicate, right?
Okay. Mhm.
So what will be your troubleshooting steps? What tools you will use to troubleshoot? What components you will consider? That I'm
Okay.
asking.
Components generally will use like um, the LAN cable, switch, router for the communications,
Okay.
and for troubleshooting,
Hmm. Hop by hop you will go, right?
yes, correct. Yeah, yeah.
First
कहाँ
you will
पे
check the gateways.
correct.
Gateways. If there is a firewall, we'll also check at the firewall level,
Yes, firewall
right?
levels, correct. Like if in
And
IP tables or something, the particular
okay,
IP is blocked or
okay,
something.
understood. Now
So,
firewall, the rule is passed. There is a
yeah.
communication.
Mhm.
Then after that, hmm,
Firewall के बाद
you can also use TCP dump at the destination site. You will check whether it is getting a request or reply. It is producing a reply or
yeah,
not,
I'll
right?
see. Yeah, the two-way handshake is happening or not. Yes, correct.
Ping. You're basically doing a ping. In ping, we have equal
Yeah,
request, equal
ping हो
reply.
रहा है इसमें.
है ना? So you
Yeah.
will check from A if you have initiated a ping. and
Mm-hmm.
like at B the ping is coming, request is coming or not. If request is coming, then reply is not there. What can be the scenario?
Mm-hmm.
Route is not there,
Yeah, yeah.
or B might not be able to send and reply to an A. So that troubleshooting will be done at the B side. If request is not
Okay,
itself
yeah,
coming, then we have to check at the firewall. We have to check at the A
yeah.
side. Understood?
Yeah, correct. The
Omkar,
incoming
This,
inbound
Omkar,
traffic is
huh,
blocked or not.
huh.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
3 minutes are remaining.
Yeah.
So, so like after that we can continue, or like we have to end this. Hmm? Hello, hello, Aniket.
we can continue after it.
Rohan ready hai?
Yes, yes, yes. No problem. Yeah.
Okay, after five
So
minutes
we
you
will
can
re.
join again.
Okay, we'll join
Okay,
again,
okay.
है ना?
Join again
Yeah.
after 5 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay.